A super simple lasagna that any nonna would be proud of. So, instead of cutting your mirepoix into a brunoise, the first game changer is simply using a food processor. Add 1 quartered small Spanish onion, 1 sliced carrot, and 1 to 2 stalks of celery. Lastly, we'll toss in 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. Now, by processing our ingredients with the blade, our mirepoix is going to have much more surface area exposed, which will help to release more flavor into our sauce. And you want to stop this halfway through just to scrape down the sides of the bowl. And there's our finely minced mirepoix that you simply couldn't achieve with your knife. Next, in a brazier on medium heat, add 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, then add your mirepoix and cook this out until it becomes translucent. We'll add a pinch of salt to release more of the moisture and concentrate those flavors. I'll add some freshly cracked pepper. Now here's the shocker, we'll add a pound of beef into our mixture completely raw. Add a teaspoon of salt and incorporate the beef into your mirepoix. Now the reason why this works so well is because those bits of mirepoix cling to the fibers of the beef and make for a much more cohesive sauce. When browning your beef, yes, it adds flavor from the caramelization, but it also inhibits cohesion, which is what we want in a bolognese. Mix the beef and the mirepoix until they become one. Add some pepper as well as a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Once the beef is fully cooked through, add about 3 to 4 cups of canned crushed tomato. Add half a cup or so of water to said can, swish it around, and add it into the sauce. We'll add about 2 teaspoons of salt and then cover to cook for a minimum of 1 hour and a maximum of 6. Next, we're going to make a bechamel. Add 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter to a sauce pot until fully melted. We'll then toss in 3 tablespoons of flour and whisk to combine while cooking out the flour. We'll then add our milk slowly, bit by bit, while whisking our roux. This will avoid any large clumps from forming. We can now add our milk. Here I'm using about 3 cups worth. We'll whisk, and once it starts to thicken slightly, add a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And this is going to give our lasagna that distinctive Italian nonna flavor. Once those bubbles begin to look like fish eyes popping out of water, that's when you know it's done. Back to our bolognese, looking absolutely beautiful. The fat has split from the sauce, which means it's ready. I'll add a very thin layer at the bottom of a Pyrex, then add some dried lasagna sheets. Layer on some more bolognese. Followed by the bechamel. I'll keep repeating this step until I run out of all 3 components. Now, if using fresh pasta, simply bake for 30 minutes covered, rather than 45 minutes with dried pasta. Now the top layer is going to need 4 sheets across, as the sides of the baking dish expand as you go up. This last layer should have a bit more bolognese and bechamel. Next, I'll add a blend of grated provolone, mozzarella, parmesan, and Asiago. You can simply use a combination of mozz and one of the others, but never skip out on the mozz. Next, I'll cover with aluminum foil and place this in the oven at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Once done, I'll remove the foil and broil for 5 minutes. And there's our beautiful bubbling lasagna. Here's our slice of heaven, and this is what you want. The bechamel to be oozing out of the corners, which will make for an amazing bite. You have to try making lasagna this way. It's not only convenient, but I believe packs more flavor. Enjoy!